have already. I do a little intro. Yeah, we're back in. I'm back in anyways.
Oh, you do an intro. I'll have to figure out an intro or something.
I do a little like, hey, this is what we're doing this episode, and we'll see you in there kind of thing, and that's.
That's a great. Yeah, that's what you do, right? Yeah, I could do the same thing. Yeah, it's just record a little thing on it. Doesn't even have to be the same map.
Yeah, I do it on the same. Like I'll go in like with me and Rob. I'll go into the rustic acres map and just film record a little. Hey, how's it going? This is what we're going to do, and and then attach it to the footage.
Good idea. So you keep a clock nearby, I take it, eh? Or time piece?
Oh, I on the PS5, when you go into your record thing, it has a timer on it.
Oh, great news! That is great news.
Yeah, it used to be like always up.
Mm-hmm.
So it used to be always on, like which was great. It's like it'd give you like the timer was just kind of running there, and you could you just look, and it's like, oh, we're at, and then they had that update recently, and it went away. Now you got to press your share button, and it'll show you. I'm at like 1:37 now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I never recorded on PS4. I only started doing it when I got the PS5, so I don't have anything to compare it to necessarily.
I was just looking while I was driving. That's a dumb idea. Just looking. Yeah. Okay.
Is that a fertilizing too as well? You.
Oh, apparently I could have filled it. No, it wouldn't let me fill it with fertilizer, would it? Let me see what I did here.
It doesn't. I mean, I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's fertilizing.
Oh, well, it'll show you if you have. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly should have seen it on the. Hold on here. I have to. I didn't fill it with fertilizer. That would be the reason.
Okay.
Why it doesn't have fertilizer.
That would probably be a place to start. Yeah.
Yeah. Should I do that?
I don't care. I mean, we could. Yeah, I mean, for the next field, if you. I mean, we could. It's just it doesn't matter. We just go and fertilize it afterwards. If you ever watch, I know you probably watch some of Mr. Sealy P. He does not. I don't know. Will not. Doesn't like to do the fertilizer while he plants. He does. He always does it after.
Oh, okay. I always do it after too, or before, or whatever. I always fertilize, do something, fertilize. Something happens, fertilize. That's what happens on seasons. So. Yeah.
Oh, seasons. Yeah, there's 3 states on that. When I started seasons, like what? I got to do it 3 times? What?
Yeah, exactly. That's why in one of them videos there, I was showing people, how if you're opening up a field, it just has grass on it, is the year before cut the grass and let it rot in the field, and then the next year when you plow it, you got a fertilized state.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what you do is you just you would fertilize it once more when you cultivate it, and then you would plant oilseed radish, and then the next year we would cultivate it, and it's fully fertilized. Yeah, but that's like I guess a real farming thing way.
Oh yeah, I cheat totally. I have that cultivator that just automatically gives you 3 states of fertilization, and my goodness.
I'm going, wow, look at that go. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's like.
And I use, the cheaty spreader there,
Yep.
all the time, 36 meters at whatever speed you want to go.
Oh, the
Just go.
cedar. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's great.
I I have a confession to make here. This is you'll hear it here.
Mm-hmm.
So it I love using that thing, which of course you know that. But so it's like, well, I can't just do that on every video. Just I mean, it's like so I get other seeders and I let the workers go with that seeder, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go by myself and use that spreader to seed the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to go seed over here. These guys are using these conventional seeders. I'm going to go and oh, we're all done. How about that? That went fast. Oh, um, trying to be a little. I guess it's a little bit deceptive, but not really.
It's like, you're making a video and time constraints, and everything else you want to do the video and you're only going to put so much into that video. That's the way she is.
Oh, am I plowing up? What am I plowing up here? Withered sugar beets. Yes, you're
Mm-hmm.
getting plowed under.
Withered sugar beets. On you go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Unfold it, sure. I'll unfold it.
Does anything need? Oh, that's right. I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing that requires plowing, which is good because I really hate those chisel plow, or not chisel plow, the old school
Oh, you mean
plows.
turning over plows.
Yeah,
Or
the furrow plow or whatever
furrow.
those. What do they
Yes,
call them in
furrow.
here? Is that what they?
I don't
Um,
think they call them furrow, but I believe they just call them plows.
yeah, plow.
Yeah.
But the standard field plow. Yeah, I don't like those at all.
No, I don't. I don't mind them if they turn, like, or else you got to go to one end of the field or the other end of the field, to go in that ridge. You're fine, which is how they do it in real life. But
Yeah, I mean, and
the
that's
the, the flat plow behind you, like that 6 meter guy, that's the ticket right there. That's just you know your edges, you know your lines, you know where you are. Works
mhm,
really good. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
and
use the RC1 6 meter plow for a long time before I got that red one that everyone else has. Because you can go backwards with it too, eh? Like put it on the front.
the little the 6 meter one with the curved
Yeah,
if you can attach it either way.
yeah. And
Yeah. That one
that's
I
really handy.
do always
Yeah.
have that one because um yeah, it is handy. It's small enough that if you I like to use it for um like more detailed shaping of fields or whatever.
Yeah. It's
If you
very
want to,
precise. Yeah, you
yes,
can
yeah.
really cut it out very good, and you don't, you're not like, oh, a little bit too off, too wide when you make that turn or something. It seems to follow the tractor very well. It just tracks right where you're going. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
really enjoy that.
yeah, it's a very yeah, it's a nice. It's like using an X-Acto knife on the old
On the
field there.
field, yeah. Collision,
Um,
collision. There's a collision on that pole.
Other
Wouldn't
than
be
that,
interested.
those big wide ones that just recently came out are really nice, but they're a little slow. But I mean, if they're 30, 20, 27 meters wide or something.
I
The
think it's
unfolding plow,
23 and 26,
yeah, something like that.
or
Yeah,
24 and 26. Anyhow,
yeah,
I download them too, and I use them at Welker Farms. I just started using them, and I like it.
yes,
You
they
got to
are.
need a big tractor, but they
Yes,
work great. Yeah.
yeah, you need a pretty hefty tractor um, if you don't want to lift, or some good weights on the front, because that's a
Yeah.
lot of weight on the back. With that, that's a 3-point. That's not a trailer. It's a 3-point hitch setup. So it's it's
Mm-hmm.
puts quite the strain on the back, but works
It
nice.
does. It does, yeah. Works very good. And of course, that was Welker Farms, eh? And I got the big bud there, and I was gonna, I said, yeah, I'll plow, and I look, oh,
Yeah, it
another
doesn't
three
have a
point.
no 3-point
Ah,
on those big buds.
but I
But
never thought of
that's
trying with a trail lifter. You know,
yes, yes,
never tried.
there is that option. There are a
Yeah,
few options. Oh, I'm stuck on. Oh, this tree
I
is
see
right.
that. I'm videotaping a little
Oh,
bit on you there. Sorry.
oh man, it is. I'm stuck.
The other
What
two
is?
people watching your video, they end up watching my video. They'll get a different point of view there.
Yeah, well, all four of them will see what we're doing now.
Yeah, they'll be going, oops.
What?
Definite
This?
oops.
Oh, it's.
Much tuning all the time.
Oh, this little tractor is a little bit undersized, underpowered for this
Oh yeah.
cultivator.
Yeah, I mean, she flips it right up unless you got a massive weight on it. Yeah.
It's
You're just
uh,
like the Russians. You just got to try it. You just got to try it.
oh
See if it
yeah, and
works.
actually, I if you I did some searching YouTube videos and stuff like that too for tractors and little tractors and all that sort of
Uh-huh.
stuff, and there's a lot from India too, because they have the same kind of idea. They'll have these little John Deere, or a lot of deer, but there's a lot of there's other kind of I guess um, a local brand of tractor. I don't know, but the same thing. They've
Oh
got
yeah.
these things piled high, like piled
Uh-huh.
with stuff like you wouldn't believe, and this little
Way
tractor is just
overloaded. Yeah.
overloaded to beyond belief. And
Yeah.
it's this little tractor's chugging away, and it's struggling away, and got they're stuck in mud or going up a big hill, or you got people pushing the thing to try and get it to go over this hill. And
I know. It's amazing what. Oh, I saw them rip tractors in half. I saw them tie sticks to the wheels to get them out of mud.
hmm
I was like, wow, you guys, crazy. And we don't want to fill with fertilizer now. What's going on?
but I think what you said is I never really played around too much with the really small base game tractors and equipment, and now that we're like, oh, you're right. There's not a lot of implements for all the little tractors that we have in the base game stuff.
Yeah, there isn't.
And
Uh,
well, if you think about it, the base game didn't have really any small maps either, or it doesn't. Not really.
no, it didn't. It was pretty big. Fellsburg and Ravenport. They're pretty big. But it is. You're right. You need a big tractor to get here. How can it fill this with fertilizer?
It's not letting you.
That's correct.
Hmm.
Unfold sower, lower sower, turn on sower. Don't want to do that.
Is it liquid fertilizer that it takes?
I that's what I bought, right? That's wrong. I
Oh,
need a
it's
bag fertilizer.
yeah. Yeah, it's gonna take dry.
Okay. Whoa. I told you about these moments I have. Yeah, there you are. That's exactly that was sitting there before. Of course. I ignored it. I'm like, oh yeah. I need these big fertilizer things because that's what I never use. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's just it.
It is.
If you're trying to, it's like, oh,
Look at that
if
work.
you
No problem.
if you don't use fertilizer in your like your cedar, then it's like, well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Well, I'm all loaded up now. No problem. Before I had, there was 100 liters left. I used that in one field. I think I did it all. I had this left in this field here. All right, let's line her all up. And the challenge is just to work little fields in a little environment, even with its, pretty decent sized tractors and stuff.
Yeah, I've always, well, not at, at first it was these little maps. Oh, I want to use the big tractors. I want to get the big four-wheel drive. I want to get the big
Yeah.
cedar and the big stuff. And that was what I did for the first 8 months or so. But yeah, I see the appeal of the little maps and small equipment and stuff like that too. And
Yeah, there's definitely appeal, but you have to get into the moment, I found you have to kind of have a role play going in your mind to stay small, you know, because it's so easy to advance so quickly in this game that you go
yes,
from running around a little 50 horsepower tractor to 250 in a matter of one season if you wanted to. And so I find the challenge for me is to stay small, to keep
yeah,
it small. Like, okay, I only can afford this. This is it. This is my tractor for 10 years. This is my harrow for 10 years, because that's the way normally it is. The wife, she spends the money, and the kids, and the dog, even the cat, they're taking your money. So you can't buy farm stuff. Yeah. So what field do I have to seed, by the way? I did this
oh
one, I did 3.
yeah. Whatever's doesn't have
Uh,
anything in it. So if you just, yeah, you can just like look
all the
and
ones that are cultivated, like you did a
pretty
lot of
much,
cultivating. Yeah.
yeah. while you were trying to figure out how to put fertilizer in there, I was working here. I was doing some work.
Someone's actually getting some work done around here.
uh, oh,
LooneyFarmGuy
it's like,
guys on it.
yeah, you're right.
And
There's a
this
little
is,
ditch with water here. That's kind of cool.
yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
But I know what you mean about getting you can rapidly progress in this game with equipment and so forth, and
Hmm.
which is fine, and and that's why I on the other two let's plays that I have, one of them I set to normal economy, which I used to always play on easy because it's like money. Oh, I want money. I want to get money. Sell stuff
Okay,
for
yeah,
big
right
money,
on. Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course, yeah.
So I set
Good stuff.
Riverbird to normal and Kiwi. When I went back to Kiwi, I said, okay, let's 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 say the economy took a real dive, and now
Okay.
it's going to be tough. Where I put it on hard,
Hmm.
and it's like, okay, well, it's tough. We're going to have to try and make a go of it. And even then, it's like, oh, how long is? Well, when I came back, probably 20 episodes into. But now it's like, okay, I'm probably going to have. I went with the coffee, and it's
Uh-huh.
even and on hard, it's paying out. Probably get about $800 per 1,000 liters, and times that by
Yeah.
a little spoiler probably, but
Yeah. A large amount of coffee.
Probably about 4 million liters of coffee.
Hmm.
So it's still got. Of course, mind you, when I went back, I kind of the scenario was there's a lot of land, so I'm not like I already had a big land areas, and I mean it was kind of the story I kind of created, so
Yeah,
it's following the story. I mean, I try to keep. I mean, it's hard to keep that scenario going
it is.
sometimes
Yeah, it is.
because
You need a motivation from the outside, uh, a bit to keep the motivation. Basically, maybe someone giving a comment to you or something like, "Hey, what's going to happen in this field or that field, or what are you doing next for that implement or whatever?" A little interaction will help keep the story going along. But when there's no interaction, it's tough to make up, your own story. You can maybe stick with it, maybe not. You just don't have any feedback to go by. I find that's what I would need would be some feedback on what I'm doing to keep a story going.
yeah.
I can do maybe a basic, what's going to go on, but as people comment on things or say things, it'll span the story in my mind, take it in a direction where I wouldn't have gone because I wouldn't think like somebody else. You know.
Yeah, for sure. The well, I guess a rut, the thing. It's you get into a routine of like just doing stuff, right? And
Yep.
then the story kind of goes a little bit to the wayside. You're not like, and it's not like it's like you've abandoned the story or anything, but just you just get into that. Well, I'm gonna we're doing
Hmm.
this today and we're doing that, and it's like it's just farming, right? So
Yeah.
so then every once in a while it's like, oh well, something needs to happen.
Yeah. Something needs to
So,
happen. If we're doing series and stuff, and we go in thinking, yeah, this is going to be a great series in my mind, and so on, and we start the plowing, the cultivating, the liming, and to start it all off, and then we get into something else, and we're going, okay, we got to make something happen. Something's got to happen.
that's right.
you know?
Otherwise, it's just planting and harvesting and planting and harvesting
Yeah, exactly.
and so that's why I like if I screw something up, I leave it in there. It's like, oh man, I totally screwed this up
Yeah,
because
exactly. It does
it's
break it up. Yeah.
yeah, and it's real, right? It's like,
Hmm.
and then someone, if someone watches, it's
Hmm.
like, oh, okay, so it's not, I'm not the only one like that screws up this thing, or okay, it's like my biggest thing, one of my biggest thing is, if I like starting out, you have one seeder planter, and you plant a
Yeah.
field and whatever, but once then you start getting a little bigger more, and so you have two or three of them, and
Yeah.
you set them off. You set the workers off, and my biggest faux pas is I'm planting corn, and I jump in the other cedar, and I start planting, and I get halfway through the field, and I realize I'm planting wheat or something like that, and you got
Oh
half
yeah.
half a field planted of corn, you get half of corn. It's like, oh my goodness, what am I
Yeah.
doing? And then it's like,
Exactly.
oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the cultivator or not. You don't know what to do. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I've
if it's
I've
if
done that with the crazy spreader. Of
yeah,
course, you forget there, or you go overlapping on the other fields.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, because you're just running around at such a speed, you go gone. Oops.
and that's the other thing. If you have a direct drill, it's not as bad of a deal. But if you have a planter that isn't a direct drill, it's not going to. If you've seeded already one thing, it's not going to seed over. You have to go in
That's
and
right.
cultivate it.
Yeah,
up
exactly.
to change what you seeded, and yeah, so then it becomes a time consuming problem, that a mistake that was
Mm-hmm.
made, and so I try to keep that stuff in. Sometimes if it's just one strip, I'll just go and like fix it without, but
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that is interesting because I like seeing that too in other
Hmm.
people's, if they like screw something up, and it's like, oh, okay. And it's interesting. Okay, well, how did you fix that?
Exactly. That's the thing. How are you going to fix it? You know? And are they going to show you on video? Right?
Yeah.
That's the other
So,
thing too. Yeah.
um,
I do enjoy that part. Uh, Seeing different people get into a bit of a jam and seeing how they get out of it, because it all helps me too. Because I'll be in that jam someday too, and oh, this is how they got out of that. So great, thanks. You know.
all
But
those, yeah, yeah, for sure, yeah, exactly. It's a kind of, oh, learn from someone else's mistakes, things too, right?
yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah, because we don't run into everything when we're playing the game, and everybody runs into everything playing the game. So, having that community helps us. Hmm. The OFF community, hashtag OFF, Old Fart Farmers. It's at the end of my video all the time.
I see
Actually,
that. Yes, you kept that.
clouded into a field.
Yeah, the field that is no more.
No, no man's land is gone. So that was the placeable fruit trees by Alien Jim, and I don't think anything really to do with that. I think the Novacat mower hitting the manure had an issue with that manure. Instead of grass, it went burp. Hmm. And then what happened? Every vehicle on the map, you could start it up. You could play with the lights and the beacons, and that was it. You couldn't move the camera around. You know, and if you bought a vehicle, you couldn't even get out of that vehicle unless you actually transferred to another vehicle. You couldn't jump out. You were stuck in it. So it stopped all work on the farm. Nothing would operate, nothing to buy to operate, and the farm ended. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah,
I'm over that.
that was. I haven't seen a game freeze up like do that before.
No,
That
I've looked it up. I haven't seen anybody come across it or nobody written it down anyway. That's all right. I mean, I was thinking of throwing into the forums and giants, and I kind of thought, well, there's two separate mods there, and I don't know. I don't want to call anybody out. Maybe I made the mistake, and I'm not catching what I did. I was just repeating what happened to me when it happened, but
did
maybe I missed some crucial information there, and then it's all my fault. And then if I call out somebody on it, and then I'm gonna look dumb.
did you
Yeah,
try selling the trees?
that's right. See, you said that after I deleted the map.
Oh, yeah, it's too bad. I don't know if that I don't know if that would have worked or not, but
It's a good possibility that that might have worked. Yeah,
well, it
I would,
shouldn't have happened in the first place. But
yeah, I know,
yeah,
but it did.
I had or have.
Damn it! So many damn it's in my mind that day. It was like, oh my god, are you serious?
Um, the DB 120 John Deere planter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that thing has caused me a lot of grief.
Oh.
Um, and it's such a beautiful planter. It's huge, right? It's like 120 feet wide or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, and but I guess I don't know. I had game crashing problems when I was had it on the map, even not even necessarily using it.
Yeah.
Um, and I couldn't figure it out at first what was going on, why my games were crashing, and I kind of figured out it was this planter, and I liked
Oh.
it so much. Like I had it on No Man's Land, and I had like two of them,
Yeah.
and as soon as they got close to each other, it would crash the game.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. So I kind of figured out, okay, there's something going on if I have two. But then it would happen if I had one and I had too many vehicles close to it. I parked a couple of
Oh.
tractors beside it and it would like blue screen me. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that's not good.
No.
Um,
So
so
you had to let go of the mod then, I guess.
yeah, I did. And just for my own um, peace of mind, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
I went onto my mod test map, and I bought like six or eight. I bought like eight of them or something like that, and
Oh yeah.
it almost instantly crashed my my game. It was just like,
Wow.
I got it. I think I hooked one. I don't know. It's just like bam. It was done. It was like okay, all right. Well,
Wow.
so
That's too bad, really, because I never play with John Deere stuff. If someone wants to be mean to me, just put me on a map and make me drive John Deere stuff. That's what you have to do. And I'm trying to see when I gotta turn it on first, right?
yeah, usually it helps.
Yeah, it helps. But anyway, yeah, because I saw the 120 and I'm going, that'd be really good, but
It is.
used
You got to
John
be
Deere, so I
careful
never
with
tried.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really
Oh,
have
I
to be
won't.
careful with it. The other one's not a problem. Just that one. I guess I don't know. I think it's a really, really, really nice, highly detailed, and I think that's what it is. It's got a
Oh.
really high poly count, they say, and
Mm-hmm.
it just overloads anything that's it just can't the game can't handle it. I guess I think
Okay.
that's what's my
I
guess.
I am interested in trying case early riser planners that
Yes,
they got
very
the
nice.
smaller one out there now, and I thought they have the bigger one out there pretty soon.
There's a oh well, there's two of them. There is a small and then the medium, kind of a medium-sized one.
Okay, yeah.
And I hear DJ talking about um, how they're working on this bigger one, but I haven't seen it yet and seen any.
Yeah, that's where I heard the information on DJ's channel. He said, yeah, they're working on it. It hasn't materialized yet.
No, and I think what's happened with this is my total speculation, no basis for this. What I'm going to say next, but I think they're holding on to it for 22.
I believe so as well. I think any modder that's been, they have some mods out there. They're in the mod, they're a modder. Let's put it
Hmm.
that way. And they're focused on 22 now.
Oh yeah,
They pretty well know what's going to be involved in 22 and stuff like this, and they're already working on that. They let 19 go.
and as I mean, it's yeah, as they should. I would
Yeah,
expect.
exactly. We all are going to do it. There be the odd few. Um, Interesting. Before I knew he was a modder, I saw this Bullet Bill on the forums,
Hmm.
and he's still playing 17.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I find out, oh, he's a modder and he's still playing 17. That's weird. Yeah, I have the understanding that he wasn't happy with 19 and
Hmm.
stayed with 17 and didn't mod anything for 19.
Yeah, and there's going to be that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's going to be some diehards that are just going to go, oh, 19's the best ever in the world. Hey, to me, right now, it is. I'm going to give it 22 a shot to see if it's better, though.
Um,
You bet. I'm going to
and
give that a shot. Is that a tree in the middle of the field?
Probably.
It is. It's right in the middle of... Well, it's off to the side middle. Oh, there's a couple of them. Oh, the field... Oh, it's just... It has trees in the field. Got it. There's corn sitting there.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. For me, I've experienced that with other games where you just really, really like a game, and then the next one comes out, and it's like,
Yeah, it's... oh, yeah, the old one's gone. It was like
and
that for me for Gran Turismo. When the
oh
new version came
yeah,
out. It's like, yeah, the old one was great, but I don't want to play it anymore. It's the new one.
oh yeah. But my Gran Turismo, the new one was like I played it, but it was like, no, this is not.
Oh, really? It's not
This is
like
not good.
4?
Um,
Prologue or whatever that was, 5, Gran Turismo 5 or something. I played that. Was the first one? Yeah, I think the first one where you're inside the vehicle driving.
oh,
That's
you
the
know
last
what?
one I played. That was in 2010.
Oh, yeah. See that was still good then. I mean,
Yeah.
like the one just the last one they made.
Yeah, I heard that wasn't great. But back
No,
in the day,
it's
when I was switching to from one console to the next, and was heavily into Gran Turismo then. You know, you had your garage full of cars from the old game, right? And
yeah.
you just make new cars, no big deal.
What I really liked about Gran Turismo is they had like you got the suit. I mean, you had the supercars and all the
Yeah,
fancy ones, but then you have a Toyota Celica that
yeah,
you could buy and you could do stuff to it, right? I mean,
yeah. I
and
remember it had the F-150 Lightning,
yes,
and you could soup that right up.
yep,
I had it souped right up to go on Daytona real bad.
exactly, and that's probably the last one I really liked.
Okay.
That game, that one, because
That
you could
game,
take
I definitely enjoyed that. I played that right to the max, right to the Formula One cars and stuff. I
yes,
love that, yeah.
um,
And
then it got
yeah, in the
not
last
so
10
good.
years, I guess, that was the game, and SimCity
Okay,
was the
yeah,
other game I played in the last 10 years, yeah. But that was on PC, completely on PC.
okay,
Yeah, and I went through 2 computers on that, because they got mods too, eh? And
okay.
and so all kinds of mods and multiplayer and stuff like that. So I was having a lot of fun, but I was also downloading some good viruses too at the same time now and then. And now and then it burnt the first computer, and then of course I started all again with another computer, bigger one now, and so better playing performance with SimCity and all that stuff, and able to download much more mods and do different things, and also able to crash and burn my computer much quicker. I went, okay, enough, done. I bought a tablet and had that for years.
Yeah.
And now I think computers are great. Of course, they're needed to create games. You need the computer, right? No big.
Yes.
That's a necessity. But I believe games should be played on console. It's I've watched different YouTubers that play on computers. Like Clutch is a real good example, and he seems to know his way around computers a bit. Live streams and him getting things going and things set up and things crashing on him, and DJ's another one I watch with computers. They seem to find there seems to be a bit of a time of getting everything set up with a computer. It's not like console where it just kind of works. Computers, something is conflicting with something or whatever. Do you find that, or are you a different opinion or different experience about it?
No, I'm 100% with you. It's I think, in my opinion, there's console has one bell and one whistle, and you can play the bell or you can play the whistle. Computers, they got so many bells and whistles that sometimes the whistles don't play with the bells, and
Yeah.
there's too many switches and stuff. And if it works, when it works, it's golden. When it doesn't work, you're toast. And
Hmm.
it's like and that's, yeah, I like the console. You put it in, it works.
Yeah.
It's made to work on this machine. It's designed to work on this machine. It works. It's limited in what it can do, but
Hmm.
that's because it's done that way so that it's going to work.
Yeah.
You're not going to have problems.
Exactly. And, for their customer base, that's what they need. They don't need something that needs fiddling and updates and different things going on. They just need it to work when the kid or the older adult turns it on. It just works.
Yeah, I kind of liken to. I'm a car I'm a car guy. So
Yeah,
um,
me
I,
too.
I
I like them too.
I liken it to I mean, even the new cars, but the Ferraris, right? All the uh, the
Nice.
exotic cars, the
Really?
Ferraris, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, yeah. Everyone's like, but if you talk to anybody who owned one of those, it's like it's always in the shop.
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
exactly.
this
And
broke, this
Porsches
isn't
as
working,
well.
this is, yeah, Porsche, like any of those really exotic,
Hmm.
highly high
Morgan's
horsepower.
MGBs. They were really cute looking cars, but ugh.
So
They
yeah,
weren't
so
very.
anything like that, or even nowadays, I see these new cars. They got every trick in the book. They got sensors everywhere, and
Yep.
little this, so your doors open, you farted in the seat, the sensor goes off on it. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
ridiculous. Every
Yep.
little electronic thing, and when it's brand new, oh hey, that's great. It's like, hey, look at this. It could tell me the weather in Uganda. Yeah,
Yeah.
wow, great. It's connected to all my other stuff. I could press. Oh, I didn't lock my car. No problem. I'm in Spain. My car is in Canada. No problem. I press this button. It locks the doors for me.
Hmm.
Great. Until
Great.
until something goes wrong with it, and then it's in the shop
Yeah.
for 6 months because they can't figure it out.
A neighbor of mine, he has a fairly new Dodge truck within a year old there, and the computer screen on it went. Right? You
Mm-hmm.
had the big screen in the middle of the dash, and anyhow, it took 9 months, I think, close to
Mm-hmm.
6 to 9 months to get that replaced. Long, long time. In the meantime, he's just bought another truck
Oh wow.
to get the work done. It's like, oh well, I guess that'll be the trucker driving the weekends. That's what I guess.
Yeah. I guess it's there's two sides to that. I guess it's like the one side is if they even figure out what's wrong with it. Number one, and number two, yeah, this part, we got to order this part. It's going to take 6 months to get this part in. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. What am I going to drive? What am I going to drive while we're waiting for this part? So, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And dealerships don't have. Yeah, small dealerships don't have the ability to lend you out a vehicle for 9 months. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So our summer Sawyer's on. Sower is on. And am I sewing? Field 5 looks to be in a different color. It's corn. Oh, that's
Um,
why, because it's not harvested yet. But I think I'm good on this side. Oh, number 7. I didn't go over there yet. No, yeah. We own number 7, but I didn't go over there yet. You're on the other side. That's good.
I'm doing some more. I think you're. Oh, number 2 is good to go if you want to do that.
Okay. Looking at number 7, but no, it's not cultivated.
Oh no, it was. I guess it was. I didn't do it. I mean, I didn't do it. I guess it was just harvested
Oh, okay.
from when I when it was when I
Oh my,
started the
I didn't
game.
do this. I didn't do this field. I'm driving right over it. It's number
I
2.
don't have access
Oh,
to
thanks.
this.
You just said number 2, and here I am standing right on top of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ah! Somehow, if I was real dry and didn't acknowledge that, I might be funny.
Well,
Right, I'm number 2.
that's
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That is the thing about such a small map. You look at the map, it's like, whoa, they're just everything's just crammed in there.
it is.
You
Yeah, right.
can't really
Cram.
zoom in too much because it won't let you zoom in that close. So I might have to get a corn or another harvester with a corn header or something.
Oh, you got something to harvest there? There is corn
Uh,
in this
there's
field on this side, but
there's corn and sunflowers. I think I did everything else already. I think it's time for a new piece of equipment.
oh,
I'm just going to get rid of this bison.
poor bison. Well, if you got a little wind with the rain, you're going to get wet.
Yeah,
That's true. Oh, it's true.
for sure.
Gave us a nice little profit there. That's good.
What's? I guess I'll get the Nova No Go.
You'll go. You got the 330 or the mid-size one?
The 330. I don't. Oh, you can't get something too big, I guess, because it's just not gonna.
No. Work. Brian's favorite.
Yeah, the could harvest faster. The slowest thing since they used hands. That was the
Yeah.
comment. It's just so
Yeah.
funny.
Slow as That was funny. Oh, he's good. Brian, that's Brian Bro royalty. I refer to him now and then.
Definitely go check him out. It is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
His banter is bar none the best, I think.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah,
Very
maybe
good. We got a host of great guys. Oh wow, there's Rabbit Rob, Gore Spore. He doesn't. He has a channel, but he doesn't have videos. But he's a good supporter of everybody. He really, gets their name out there a little bit, especially in
definite.
Chelsea's channel.
Yeah, and he is a Star Trek fan, so anyone
Yeah.
that is number one in my books. So
I like Star Trek as well.
I don't think I'm going to get out of this. I think I picked the. Well, am I going to get out? I bet you I'm not going to make it out of this. Nope.
Well, it's more like I have no idea how to get my eyesight around the trees. I think that's more the idea.
I got. Oh.
It's good though. It's fun. It's just you're up and down and up and down and you're done. It's like on to the next field. And you're done.
I wonder if this one's. I'm trying to get a bigger harvester, but it's this is such a tiny store area.
Yep.
Oh, what was it? Jelsa was He's on Addington Park,
Park? Yeah, I noticed he is on
and
Addington Park.
that has some big fields, but the equipment store is in kind of a tight spot as well. Come on.
Now, there's somebody I watched that went to Addington Park. And
Mr. Seeley
wasn't
P is in
Chelsea.
there.
Oh, I didn't watch him either going to Addington Park.
No.
Watch his mod reviews mostly, or sometimes a map review, but if Jelsa's got the same map review, I'll watch Jelsa's map review.
Mhm.
Or Firmston Snowy on his updates. I like
Yes.
his. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, but Addington Park. Somebody else was on Addington Park. Might have been. Oh, terrible driver 53 and Bruce's Gaming and Rusty Money Gaming. I get their voices mixed up. I think they sound similar, and I get them mixed up. But it could have been somebody altogether different I came across.
I can't think. I don't think it was Rusty. No, I don't think he's on Addington. He's definitely on a couple of different maps, but
Yeah, I think one was Mercury Farms.
yeah.
He's doing some challenge there with somebody. He's big, he's small, something like that.
Yeah, he's actually on a bigger map. Yeah, that's what it is. Because Rusty usually likes the small maps too. So
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I need more fertilizer. Here we go with more fertilizer in bags. Bags, John. I like the cover automatically is open though when you come close to the fertilizer bag.
oh yeah, some of them have that feature. That is nice.
And it closes too automatically.
Yeah.
That's nice. So I'm on the other side of the road with the planter. Now all of, let's say, the right side of the road has sunflowers. So you want corn, soybeans on the opposite side of the road?
We should probably go with something that can use, yeah, soybeans. I would imagine something you can harvest with a regular header,
Okay.
unless if you want to find a seeder that you like and use that instead.
Nah. I already what do you call it's filled with fertilizer and
Yeah.
seeds.
Yeah, you just
Filled.
just
I already filled it.
I just filled it up. I don't want to change it now.
Yep, that's the case. So I was just running over to the other side and
Oh, I haven't cultivated too much over here, or have I?
whee. No, you haven't.
No. Do you want to?
Where have you been?
I'm I'm over here. I've been harvesting stuff. So
Oh, we're harvesting more stuff.
yeah, that's what I've been
Oh,
doing. If you want to jump in your little Massey here, I
think
got
so.
some product, and then I
Right
think I'll
on.
have to go.
I'll leave this cedar on that grass area by the. Yeah, that's fine. You stay right there. Oh, what am I doing? I don't have to do that. I'm going to the other tractor.
I'm going to buy a
Makes that worse.
corn header.
There
There we go. Ooh, I think. Oh, it's time to cut and paste. So we're
It's
gonna.
already running, and I got canola. I got to dump it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop my recording right here
Oh,
at the moment. For now, we're bumping up to 60 minutes, so we
okay. I
will
did too.
we will continue in a moment.